This is going to be your Ohio Valley Wrestling review. I don't remember the episode number for some freaking reason, but whatever. The show starts off with Gilbert, who is one of the commentators, talking about how he will interview a TNA superstar, a well-known TNA superstar later tonight. And then Jay Bradley comes out, talks about how Danny Davis said that he has to earn that world title shot, so he beat number 3rd contender. Now he has to beat the number 2nd contender. So he basically calls out the number 2nd contender, which is your second number contender, whatever. The OVW TV champion Randy Royal, he calls him out, and Randy says that he's not gonna fight, but Tony Gunn, Randy's friend, not really a friend now after what happened last week. If you want to know what happened, you can check out my review for last week, or you can go to ovwrestling.com, but I'm just going to summarize it here. Tony Gunn was basically screwed by his friend Randy Royal in that TV title match they had last week. So Randy says that he's not going to fight, but he's interrupted by Tony Gunn, and Tony Gunn says that Randy will fight, and so basically they're arguing, Randy and Tony Gunn, they're basically like yelling at each other and talking to each other, whatever, and Jay Bradley comes out of the ring, attacks Randy Royal, gets him into the ring, the match starts, and it's a very slow-paced match, and Randy Royal is just beating Jay Bradley, and then he's giving these looks to Tony Gunn, his former friend. So, and then it was a very slow match. It wasn't really the best match, but Randy Royal pulls out a chain, and when he's about to hit Jay Bradley with it, Tony Gunn snatches the chain out of his hands and throws it away. So Randy Royal turns around, looks at Tony Gunn, gets mad at him, and when he turns around back, he gets hit with the boomstick. 1, 2, 3, Jay Bradley wins the match. Not really the best match, didn't really enjoy it. Then after the match, Jay Bradley says that he beat number 2 contender, and now he has to beat number 1 contender, and that is Rob Terry, and he will do so, and he'll go on to become the OVW World Champion. Rob Terry comes out, and Jay Bradley just walks out of the ring, and Rob Terry basically talks about Jamin Olivencia, your World Heavyweight Champion, Ohio Valley Wrestling World Champion. He says that he respects Jamin Olivencia because he beat Doug Williams, and he respects him because he's the World Champion, but it took Jamin Olivencia 8 years to become the OVW World Champion, and it took Rob Terry just 8 months to do so. And then Jamin Olivencia comes out, and they basically stare at each other for a good 30 seconds. And as I've said it in my previous videos, Jamin Olivencia is a very talented guy. He needs to be on Thursday Night Impact Wrestling. He's a full package. He has the body, he has good promo skills, he's good in the ring. And yes, this guy deserves to be on Thursday Night Impact episodes on Spike TV. The next match is Jessie Belle, or Belle, whatever, versus this debut match of Lei'd Tapa. She comes out to a Samoan music, and she's yelling all over the place. It's a small arena, so yeah, she's just like yelling really loud, and she's acting all crazy. Commentators put her over as a monster heel, and this is what OVW is doing with her. So during the match, it's like a squash match, because Lei'd Tapa is just beating the crap out of Jessie, and then she power bombs Jessie, but Jessie kicks out, and then there's this finishing move. I'm not really good with the names of moves and stuff. I don't really know a lot of names, so she just hit this finishing move, and it was okay. It's just like basically what monster guys do. Like, they don't really have the best finishing moves. No disrespect to the Undertaker or Abyss. Good moves, but they aren't really, you just, when you look at them, like the Swanton Bomb or like any other move, man. I'm not good with moves, okay? I don't know the names. The BME, whatever, these are like high flyers usually have good moves, or maybe the F5, that's kind of good, but I'm getting off topic, whatever. It was a squash match, and I think she could be a big TNA star. She could be. Maybe or maybe not, but she's not that good in the ring and on mic, but Lei'd Tapa can do a good job at TNA as a monster heel. But then the commentators talk about the TNA superstar that is going to appear on the show again, and then they go on ad, and when we come back, Eddie Diamond is basically giving a massage to Epiphany, and Lei'd Tapa walks into the locker room, and she's just minding her own business. She just walks to the other side, but then Eddie Diamond looks at her from up to down, or top to bottom, and I'm just reading through my notes. I watched this episode last week. I'm so sorry I forgot to do the review. I had exams and stuff, and Eddie Diamond basically gives this, damn look, like, when you look at someone, if you know what I mean. And then Epiphany, she looks at Eddie Diamond, and she's like, what are you doing? But they just talk about what's gonna happen later tonight, and that's basically it. Then we've got Gilbert, the commentator, in the ring. He basically calls out that big TNA star, which is freaking Joseph Park. Okay, he's big as a bitch, but Joseph Park, really? I mean, he's doing a great job as Joseph Park and playing this role, but he isn't really a big superstar as they were talking about him. So he comes out to a huge pop, not really that huge because there are only like 50 people in that arena, but for 50 people it was a huge pop. And Gilbert basically welcomes Joseph Park back because he got trained there, and Joseph basically he promotes the Impact Wrestling show, which is going to happen later tonight because it's like 6 p.m. I guess right now, and it's going to start in 3 hours, so that's pretty good. And he talks about how Impact Wrestling is coming to Louisville, Kentucky, and then Crimson and Jason Wayne, the leaders of the coalition, come out, and they introduce themselves as former army people and stuff, and they say that we are protecting USA, and we protected USA earlier in our lives, and now we are the Southern Tag Team Champions, but Michael Hayes and Muhammad Ali are trying to take the belts away, and they just attack us every single day, and they're disrespecting us, they're disrespecting the champions, they're disrespecting USA and everything, and they use weapons against us, they use different kinds of, there's distractions and interferences in the match, but this is exactly what the coalition does, and he's just saying that Muhammad Ali and Michael Hayes do that, so Joseph Park says that that's not right, and he's going to do something. Being a lawyer, he's going to stop Jason Wayne and Muhammad Ali. Not Jason Wayne, sorry, Muhammad Ali and Michael Hayes. So Crimson basically says, can you get the Saturday night special, the July event match, canceled for the Southern Tag Team Championships? And Joseph Park's like, okay, yeah, I'll try my best and I'll get it canceled, because they're showing you that Joseph Park doesn't know that the coalition is a heel group and they're the bad guys. Next match is Fabiano versus Rockstar Spud. I've always liked Rockstar Spud as a wrestler, and he gets a huge pop every damn time this guy comes out. He just needs to work a little bit more, and then he can be on TNA for sure. He's the former OVW TV champion. He became the OVW TV champion on his debut match. So there's like quick roll-ups in the match, but really quick roll-ups. Rockstar Spud tries it on Fabiano, then Fabiano tries it on Spud, and then back and forth. And then Spud gets mad and crazy, gains momentum, and then he basically hits this move that looks like, kind of like the Canadian Destroyer. Not really the Canadian Destroyer. Nobody can hit that except Pete Williams. Great finishing move, but it was kind of like that. 1, 2, 3. Rockstar Spud wins the match. It was a good match. I enjoyed this match, and as I said earlier, I can see Rockstar Spud in TNA maybe after 2 years or a year. He's a really good wrestler. And then we have got Taeler Hendrix backstage with Heidi Lovelace, and she basically says that I don't want to fight Trina. Trina is basically the current OVW Knockouts champion or ladies champion, whatever. And Taeler says that she's nervous. She cannot fight Trina because she's undefeated since she has come back, and she wants Heidi Lovelace to be with her at ringside. So she's like, okay, sure, I'll be there. It's a non-title match. We go there. Taeler tries to shake hands with Trina, but Trina hits Taeler, and Trina is a babyface because Taeler's just pretending to be a good person, but she's a heel. So Heidi looks worried for Taeler Hendrix, and Trina just basically beats the crap out of Taeler. And it was another squash match, and Taeler basically uses Heidi and hits Trina in the post. They basically go out of the ring, and Heidi Lovelace, she pulls Heidi Lovelace. Taeler pulls Heidi Lovelace in front of Trina, and she cannot hit Heidi Lovelace because she's not in the match. So she gets distracted. Trina gets distracted. So Taeler basically hits Trina into the post, to the ring post, drags her in. 1, 2, 3, pins her. Taeler Hendrix wins the match. Another great, talented knockout. Now she's on Impact Wrestling TV. Good to see her there. And so's with Jay Bradley. Great heel. Then we've got the Coalition. They take Joseph Park into their own room, into their own place where they basically like stay or cut promos and stuff, and they say that this is Muhammad Ali's and Michael Hayes' room, and there were like a lot of weapons and stuff in that room, and Joseph Park's like, oh, I'm gonna do something, and I'm gonna make sure that justice is served, and this match will not happen at Saturday Night Special. He walks out of the ring. I mean, the place. Then we've got commentators talking about how Coalition, what Coalition is doing with Joseph Park, and what should Park do? Should he cancel the match, and should he or should he not cancel the match, and what will he do? They're curious about this. And then we've got Jay Best, who is a part of the VIP club, versus Sam Shaw, who comes out to a huge pop. They have a match there. VIP club basically distracts Sam Shaw during the match, and then the match was really quick. Sam Shaw hits the neck breaker, and 1, 2, 3, Sam Shaw wins. And then out of nowhere, this masked man comes out, and he attacks VIP, the whole group. And they've been showing this masked man for a couple of weeks. They just show him for like 5 seconds, and they turn out of it. And this is his in-ring debut or whatever. He starts, not really a match, but he just comes out and beats the shit out of VIP. So he's a babyface. Then we've got the Coalition comes out, and they get shut up chants or something, and then they call out Michael Hayes and Muhammad Ali, and they call out Joseph Park, and they tell Joseph Park to cancel the match and everything. And Joseph Park basically turns towards Michael Hayes and Muhammad Ali, and he's like, I'm really upset that you guys did not beat the crap out of these guys, which are basically Jason Wayne and Crimson, the leaders of the Coalition. And the Coalition is shocked. So basically Joseph Park says that he's not a fool. Do you guys think that I'm a fool? I'm not an idiot. I've been watching OVW wrestling for a very, very long time, and I know that you guys are the one who are causing the destruction and everything. This match is gonna take place. In fact, this is going to be a no DQ match at Saturday Night Special. So it's good to see that. And then basically the whole Coalition comes out and start attacking Michael Hayes and Muhammad Ali. They get attacked by the whole Coalition, and then Sam Shaw, Rudy, Switchblade, Rockstar, Spud, and Ryan Howe come out, and Joseph Park announces that Ryan Howe, Rudy, Switchblade, Rockstar, Spud, and Sam Shaw are gonna face Joe Coleman, Shiloh Johnsay, Gilly Man, and Raul LaMotta, which are the members of the Coalition. So he never tells when the match is going to take place. And the show ends, and then there are like, first the pre-show dark matches. I forgot to talk about them. It was Dylan Bostic versus Eddie Diamond. Dylan Bostic won. Then there was Melvin Maximus versus Rudy Switchblade. Rudy Switchblade won. And then Lovely Lylan / Epiphany, and Epiphany versus the Blossom Twins, the tag team match. The Blossom Twins win. I'm not really going to talk about these matches because I didn't watch these. I just read the results somewhere. And then the post-show matches are Fabiano and the Body Guy versus Albert Einstein, that's his name, and Stephen Baxter, which are two members of the group Lambda, stupid name, but whatever. Then you've got the Coalition versus OVW match. The match that I was saying that Joseph Park never announced when would it happen. This was the match he was talking about. The OVW guys win. Rudy, Switchblade, Ryan Howe, Rockstar, Spud, and Sam Shaw win the match because the generals of Coalition interfere. Crimson and Jason Wayne interfere into that match, and I think it was a pretty good show. Good to see the debut of Lei'd Tapa, and good to see the Randy Royal and Tony Gunn thing going on, and good to see Joseph Park promoting Impact Wrestling and coming to OVW and getting the ratings in. So that's basically it. Thank you.